Hi everybody, my name is Spammals and welcome to the end of month vlog. It's a thing we do at the end of the month where we look back at the games we played, have a little talk about them, see how we feel. And so, without any more stalling, let's begin! February 2019! Time is really flying, am I right? This month was a pretty big month. We started off with some big hitters playing Derail Valley, tremendous amounts of fun in that game. We've messed around, we've grinded to get the license, to get the Steam train. At this point, I'm kind of waiting for some considerable more content before going back into it, but from what I played, it is jolly good fun. After that, we ended the return of the Obra Dinn. I still stand by that game. That is a fantastic game. It's definitely not for everybody, and that reflected very much in the views. It was a head-thinky game that really got grindy toward the middle, towards the end. So part of me was very happy that it was over, but at the same time, part of me misses it. Hey, it's a great game. It's not often we get games like the Obra Dinn, so I'm really glad that we experienced it on the channel together. After that, Berkshire Field continued. In my opinion, Berkshire Field is a fantastic game. I love the art style to it. I love the mystery. I love how it's presented. I love the gags, the really bad jokes. It's amazing. For me, it was a 10 out of 10 hit. For you guys, not so much. Didn't really like that one so much. But for those of you that did like it, I love your faces. If they were to release an episode 3, would I do that on the channel? Probably not. I don't know. I'm kind of burnt out on these kind of episodic adventures, as it were. I'd rather have an experience that has a definitive beginning, middle, and end before we get invested with it. Moving on! After that, we have Plane Mechanic Simulator. This was a really cool review copy I got to check out before general release, and it was a cool game. We have airplanes, we fix them, they go back out to war and come back broken, and we do it all again. While it has a lot of opportunity to it, I do feel that it had a lot that needed some tweaks to it. It was a bit of a lackluster introduction, kicking you in on like the Tiger Moth, which is not a terribly exciting or as famous as, say, the Spitfire is. It's a good game. The models are phenomenal. I think just some gameplay choices they've made may not be the best of choices. Anyway, I might play that again some more in the future. We'll see what happens. Moving on! So, Derail Valley, Bertram, and Plane Mechanic, they bounce out one after another, and then boom! We come up with a VR game called A Fisherman's Tale. While the name alone may not invigorate awesomeness of, oh my god, I want to see this game, it is an amazing VR game with a mechanic so original that it's lingering with me even to this day. We're a lighthouse keeper who was once a fisherman, and in the middle of our lighthouse is a model of our very lighthouse. But pulling off the roof pulled off our own roof. It has this cool mechanic of making things big and things small, and it's awesome. I won't spoil the story because I really want you to watch it. If you haven't watched it, do watch it. It's definitely worth your time. Moving on! Having previously done Plane Mechanic Simulator, it's time to roll up the sleeves and play Train Mechanic Simulator. Much in the same vein, we have a train, it's broken down, we gotta fix it. Bring it into the yard, pull it apart, find what's dodgy, fix it, send it right back out then to get break down again. Where this game was different from the plane simulator was that this one actually had kind of an arcade style train simulator built into it, where you'd have to go out into the world and discover broken down trains, pick them back up using a crane and get them back to the yard. Like, it was great. It had a lot more depth to it and a lot more opportunity. We played with like the modern muscle train, but it also has steam engines and passenger trains in that we didn't get to experience. So if we were to ever revisit that, I'll definitely try and like focus fire on some of those areas that we didn't get to explore. This happens, Fisherman's Tale still happens, and then we tumble into a game of Sea of Thieves. I still love Sea of Thieves. I got a love-hate with this developer, definitely. They're British, I have to support them, but I still hate the decisions that the development team makes in the direction to take the game. But regardless of that, it is still a super duper fun game. There's nothing better than roaming the seas and just listening to the water smash onto the hull of your sloop. It's amazing, and I'm getting a lot better at it now. Maybe not so in the video that we're talking about now, but I've been playing this an awful lot. I'm really back on the power drive to get to Legendary Pirate. That's a goal that I'm hoping to hit in the next month or so. Anyway, moving on. I love Sea of Thieves. Expect more Sea of Thieves. Moving on. Hey Spammals, when's Titanic Week coming? Titanic Week has arrived. It was a hell of an adventure. They always are. I always go into them like thinking it's going to be different from the last time, how much more prepared I am for this, and ultimately it never goes as smoothly as I hope, and it always kind of ends up being late and delayed because of production times, because of issues outside of my control. I've kind of already summarized this in the behind the scenes documentary party thing, so if you haven't seen that, do watch that if you want a specific Titanic themed look at how I make videos, what goes wrong, how I overcome those troubles. But in general, I was blown away. I did a number count today, early on this morning. Collectively, the 7 videos from Titanic Week had received some 98,000 views. Like, that's mind-blowing. That's amazing. I'm just so happy it's reaching people. I really am, because that's what they're made for. They're made for you to enjoy. But anyway, Titanic Week came and ended. When's the next one, Spammals? Well, take a guess. That's all I'm gonna say. You're right. There you go. Congratulations. You're right. So following Titanic Week, well, we're not doing Titanic stuff, but I'm very aware, like, well, we do have people that like Titanic. Let's try to hold on to them a little bit longer, and let's do some shippy kind of content. So Age of Sail. I've been aware of this for a very long time. It's done by Google Spotlight Stories, specializing in just kind of these VR short movies, in a sense. This one had an amazing art style. We're onside a sail ship, and it's at a time period where steamships are kind of taking the wind out of the sailing ships, as it were. I didn't expect it to end how it ended, and it was really shocking. I think it's a free-to-play experience, so do check it out if you want to yourself, even if you've already seen what happens. Being in the VR unit, it's a different thing altogether. After that, by popular demand, I continued the Floating Sandbox Sinking Simulator game series. I don't know how many videos on this we are going to do, so I make no commitments. But for this video, we checked out the Queen Mary, or the Queen of Unova, which is a place in Pokemon. We had some good fun. I basically just explored what the game's options were. We started off by sinking it and having a lot of goofy fun role-playing, and I got way carried away. And then, because you guys in the comments telling me there's actually an options menu that has more settings, we just start playing with that, messing around with the explosion radius of bombs and stuff like that, and it was great fun. Good fun. If we were to do more, it'd be like another ship for every episode. There's still a few more good ones in there in the core files, then we'll have to make our own. So we'll see what happens. After that, the Magnificent Machine, the Majestic Machine, I forget what it's called, one of the two. This was a different type of VR experience. I went into it not really knowing what it was. I just saw the screenshots, and I knew that it was a high quality game, and the Steam reviews were also positive for it, saying how open-minded it was and how beautiful and stunning it was. So we went in. I'm trying to kind of do a regular playthrough, giving it the commentary spiel, but then, like, very quickly, the game more or less tells me to shut up. And it's like, if you're talking, that means you're not listening. And if you think you're listening, you're not listening hard enough, kind of thing. Like, it was really interesting. It's very therapeutic. I was stressed a little bit coming out of Titanic Week because of how late the videos have been going up. So here I was, kind of like on this metaphorical, like, psychiatrist's couch, having someone talk me through how to calm my thoughts, calm my memories in a way, and just relax. And that brings us to the end of the month. You survived. Congratulations. We're coming up into March. Like, what the hell? Crazy month is crazy. We just passed 36,000 subscribers. Amazing. We're still getting like 500,000 views per month. Amazing. I couldn't be happier with how the channel is. I'm loving the content we're doing. I'm loving the interaction with you guys. I'm very happy. And even on Twitter, I'm seeing some growth there now, and that's starting to become a thing, and that's amazing as well. Things I'm not happy about is the videos going up as late as they are, and at this point it just sounds like I'm making excuses. Even to me it sounds like excuses. Like, just shut up and do the videos, for God's sake, am I right? For January I was playing long games which had long production times, which made them go up late. By February I was like, we're done doing long games. Then I did Titanic Week and I hurt my back, and then we had production issues that made long production times, which made things late. And by this point it's established like this, there's like a 12-hour stagger, you know, where I'm kind of offset from the clock by such a way that it's so hard to kind of break out of it. And we're slowly, very slowly pulling it back. For March, the priorities 100% are getting the videos back on time. We was also supposed to start live streaming properly through February, and that didn't happen. In fact, I missed a stream because of Titanic Week. So March, another priority is going to be getting that ball rolling, like absolutely powerhousing forward. Like, this is a thing and it's always going to be there. You can guarantee on it. You can plan your life around it, blah, blah, blah. How about games? How about games? Well, I can't tell you anything about the games from next month. I have games on my planner here, but I'm going to save that for my Patreon peoples because they get the inside track, the inside scoop on what's coming up. So for $1 or more a month, you can get your own access to this. You can support the Spammily, and in return, get this ahead of the curve information, exclusive videos made just for you, including the enhanced end of month vlog, the Spammals deleted scenes series for $1 or more. There's different tiers you can unlock if you want to, but the entry level is just $1 and you get all that content. It's amazing. Anyway, well, this has been the end of the month. I really hope you've enjoyed this month. I really hope you enjoyed the Titanic content. Titanic will return to port in a few months' time. I will do my best to film ahead of its launch so that there's no problems. I swear to God. And I'm gonna try and get back on time, back on schedule, videos on time, live streams happening, and if I can, I might try and have a day off. Let's see if that happens. But on that bombshell, thank you for watching, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody!